What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 1 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. Apologize for the lack of uploads lately. I have just been traveling a lot for work lately, and really just haven't had any time to record. But hopefully we're back. We are playing in the Nino Pokebros tour today. This is the start of round 2. We were able to take round 1, so hoping for that. I also don't know if I'm going to include the code for this team. I think there were a lot of changes that I wish I had made, and I just didn't do them. So I feel like this is a suboptimal version of the team, but we'll see. Yeah, so we are starting round 2. Let's just take a look here. I know like it is open team sheet, right? We are prepping for the official format. And so the question now is what? All right, my opponent has Gardevoir, Murkrow, Hydregion, Rotom Wash, Garchomp, and King Gambit. All right. King Gambit makes this hard. I like Indeedee a lot. I think Indeedee Hydregion is really good here. I think Sylveon works too. And the question then is, what do I want in the back? I like Meowscarada. Let's try that. So we're gonna do Indeedee with Hydra, a Sylveon, and Meow. So we can do this. The big question, right, is what is my opponent going to lead? And I think we can sort of make judgments accordingly, right? We know it's open team sheet. So like we know that it is Focus Sash Gardevoir with access to Imprison. We have Murkrow, right? Pretty standard. It does have Haze as well as Quash. So I'm a big fan of that set with the sort of double. It is Fire Hydregion. So that is something definitely to watch out for. Rotom is pretty standard. There is no, what's it called? No Will-O-Wisp. It has a Helping Hand instead. So that is actually something that can potentially work in our favor. Groudon is Quake with Rock Slide and Protect. It's also just Thunderbolt Rotom, which I think is interesting, right? It's not going for that sort of Disc Quake option. And then there is King Gambit in the back, which is something I'm a little bit worried about, but we'll figure that out. We're going to see Murkrow Gardevoir. Okay, so Guard. So this is interesting for my opponent, right? Do I think they're going to Imprison? This is the wrong... I made some changes. I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam as well as go for a Terra and set up the Tailwind. I thought I changed this to Fire Hydregion. And I was like, oh, Fire will be perfect here. I can just go for a Spread Heat Wave. I can't really do that because of the fact that I am not Fire. I could have... No, because I was going to say, if you Tailwind Imprison, right, I don't have the ability to set up... Oh, you're going straight for an attack. Okay, you're doubling up then, which is fine, right? We're going to fire off a Dazzling Gleam, which is huge here. That's actually really good damage onto the Murkrow, as we're going to see the Imprison, and I'm assuming you're going for a Foul Play onto... Yep, Foul Play onto the Indeedee, which is totally fine with me, right? We can go for... Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm going to go for a Helping Hand as well as a Flash Cannon onto this Gardevoir, right? We know it doesn't have Protect, so that is something good for us. The Murkrow also not going to be able to do too much damage here, so I feel like we're in a pretty good spot, right? You're probably going to set up Tailwind and then trade and have Gardevoir go down. You could obviously switch out to something that you have in the back, but I feel pretty good about this, right? You could... I don't know if it's worth terastallizing here, right? And it's also Psychic, so it's not like you're going to resist the hit. But I think it was an interesting play to opt for, what's it called? Opt for the helping hand, or not the helping hand, the foul play. As we are going to see, yep, it is going to be that Tailwind. So we should be able to now get, yep, a pretty easy knockout onto this Gardevoir. And I feel pretty good about the position, right? We do have to worry about a potential quash from the Murkrow, right? But we do have the ability to go for redirection, which is huge. As I'm curious, okay, it is going to be fire type Garchomp. So I mean, not fire, it's ground type Garchomp. As we are going to see Hydregion come out from my opponent here, as I think it's fine just to go for a follow me, as well as go for the Draco Meteor here. I don't think it's worth risking the speed tie. And okay, we're gonna see Hydra in the back, and then Kingambit. So this is scary. Kingambit definitely is a source of problems for me, as we are gonna see. Yep, it is going to be it has Heat Wave. I should have gone for a no, I had to... We do connect the Draco, so that's really good for us, right? And more importantly, that's huge. We get a knockout even when it's terrestrialized. So down to Draco. The Kingambit still very scary here, right? What do I have in the back? I have Sylveon and probably... Oh, and I have a Meowscarada. So I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam here, as well as just a Draco Meteor. I don't have anything that's very effective into the Kingambit. So I'm just going to go for a Draco Meteor because it hits the hardest, right? I just want to... Okay, so it looks like my opponent is just going to cancel here. I don't think that the game was necessarily over, right? I think that we were in a very strong spot overall. Yeah, Hydregion just put on a lot of pressure. I do expect the Kingambit to be in the back, though, which is something that definitely can give me some issues. So I do need to kind of figure out a way to deal with that. So I'm trying to think, right? If I led that again, you probably don't bring Garchomp. I could bring Mousehold. No, I need Indeedee. The thing is, I need Indeedee because of the fact that Kingambit has Sucker Punch and that one-shots my Skeledirge. So if I terrestrialize my Skeledirge, or if I terrestrialize something else, I don't have a good way of dealing with Kingambit. I brought Sylveon last time. Let's try Meowscarada in the back. So Indeedee, Hydra, Meow, and Skeledirge. Right? I don't think the battle was over. I think that it was worth trying to get a knockout to see what I had in the back. Yeah. So we can go for that, right? You might lead Gardevoir again. And I think maybe I try to set up the Trick Room this time. As we will see Gardevoir with the Hydregion. Okay, your Hydregion has Protect. See, the issue is Gardevoir has a Focus Sash. Otherwise, I was going to say I Trick Room and I go for... What do I have in the back? I don't have Sylveon. I'm going to Dazzling Gleam, and I'm going to Draco Meteor into the Hydregion. I want to break the Sash on your Gardevoir, right? That's, I think, going to be really important here. I don't know if it's a speed tie, too, on our Hydregions. If it is like, right, if it's a speed tie, that's obviously really bad. We are going to see the smart protect here. So I think a really good play by my opponent, as the Draco's going to come out. I'm assuming it's going to be a Dazzling Gleam, right? Or it could be an Imprison. Okay. Oh, are you setting up Trick Room? I think they are. Okay, so I think they're setting up Trick Room. Which is actually fine with me. I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam here, and I'm going to swap out into Skeledirge, right? If it's a Heat Wave, that's not going to do much damage. I should have probably gone for a Follow Me. Right, so I'm assuming at this point it is slower Hydregion. I should have just doubled up into the Indeed, into the what's it called? Into the Gardevoir. I think that made the most sense. I think Skeledirge is a safe switch here. I'm assuming you are going to Terrastalize into a Fire type here. So being able just to bring out some good damage, and then right at this point I can go for like a Shadow Ball, or I can go for yeah, I want to just go for a Shadow Ball. We are going to see the thing actually withdraw into what is probably okay, into King Gambit. So King Gambit really scary here. We are going to see the Dazzling Gleam, so it could be a reversal of the Trick Room. It's going to be Imprison, which is fine. King Gambit has a Lumberry, but I can go for a Follow Me here, as well as go for... I'm going to Torch Song into the King Gambit, right? Even if you Terrastalize, you should not be able to pick up the knockout. And so that's going to be good for us. This King Gambit, it does have Protect, so you could potentially, right, Protect and reverse your own Trick Room, as we are going to indeed, yeah, it's going to be that Terastallization on the King Gambit into the Water type, but I don't think you have a way of KOing my Indeedee at this range, so that should be really helpful, right? The Follow Me, sure, you are going to get what's it called? The you're going to take a not very effective hit, but more importantly, right, you are also in range of my Meowscarada, which is huge for me, right? We're going to see the Terra Blast, probably a Psychic as well. Onto the Indeedee. Indeedee takes it very, very well. The Psychic should not be doing anything onto this Indeedee. Okay, maybe it did something. I'm going to go for a Follow Me, as well as go for a Shadow Ball onto the King Gambit, right? The Gardevoir, we have ways of dealing with, right? We can bring out Meowscarada, go for a Protect. Flower Trick at this range is going to do a lot to everything. So if I can get rid of King Gambit, that's going to be huge, right? That I think is the goal for right now, as Shadow Ball going to come out here. Let's see how much it does. Hopefully, I don't like that at all. Also, wait, it doesn't matter. I'm faster than the King Gambit. Dazzling Gleam gonna do nothing here. I think I bring out Meowscarada. I actually should have brought out, what's it called? Not Meowscarada. How many turns there's one turn of Trick Room left. Okay, so we go for the Protect here. We also then go for the Shadow Ball onto the King Gambit. Or do we Shadow Ball? No. We Protect here, and then we Shadow Ball onto the Gardevoir. Yeah, onto the Gardevoir. Perfect. Right, we have a Sucker Punch onto what's it called? Onto the King Gambit to finish it off if we lose out on boom, Gardevoir goes down. I have no water. King Gambit now is in Sucker Punch range, right? So that's really huge for us. The terrain should perfect. Yeah, it's gonna go away. Hydregion is going to be scary, right? It is going to be coming down to speeds, but right, we have Meowscarada. We are going to see Garchomp be revealed here. I'm gonna Flower Trick the King Gambit and Shadow Ball into the Garchomp. If you switch out King Gambit, switching out King Gambit would be really scary, but okay, that's yeah, I could have played that a little bit better. I don't think you KO me with Earthquake. You should not KO my I don't think you KO Skeledirge. I hope you don't KO Skeledirge. Okay, Skeledirge, okay, took absolutely nothing from... Okay, just kidding. The health bar didn't adjust. But more importantly, right, you... Shadow Ball... Okay, Shadow Ball should KO Garchomp at +1. Did not KO Garchomp. No. I'm going to protect. Yeah, okay, I'm going to protect here. And then Shadow Ball into the Garchomp, right? Because we're Terra Steel. We know that we outspeed their Hydregion, so we can KO it that way. Perfect. We are going to call the Protect. We should see, I'm guessing, a Heat Wave coming out here. Yep. This is actually bad if it doesn't KO... That's actually, like, really bad. Oh, and I Shadow Balled into the Garchomp. We now Flower Trick into the Garchomp, as well as go for a Shadow Ball into the Hydregion. Just trying to get some damage here, right? You could double protect the Garchomp. Double protecting the Garchomp is scary, but doable. But because of Meowscarada, right, you kind of are pinned. So let's see how this turn goes. Yeah, I'm just, they haven't, oh, they have Terrasilize. They Terrasilize their King Gambit. Okay, perfect. They're going to fail the double protect. That's going to let us, knock them out with Flower Trick. So you should see probably what you're gonna. You should okay. Heat Wave. That's gonna KO Meowscarada. I can speak normally now. Let's see how much this Shadow Ball's at +1. So it might actually just KO. Just kidding. It does not KO. I'm going to bring out Hydregion. Hydregion is at full here. Okay, so we Dark Pulse. We Dark Pulse into their Hydregion. We go for a Dark Pulse. We don't risk... Oh, you didn't... Oh, Flash Cannon. I'm going to Flash Cannon here. I don't want to risk anything. And I'm going to Shadow Ball into their King Gambit. Okay, so you protect here. That was a really okay. I should have attacked into the King Gambit. So the big question now is, how much do we take from King Gambit? Right? We know it's Defiant. I have to KO their Hydregion this turn because it has Heat Wave. So the question now is, can I survive a Terra Blast Water into a Sucker Punch? And that is going to be the big question here. We get that knockout. So let's see how much this water does. Imagine if I had healed up with Skeledirge. That would have been sick. It was like a really easy read. Terra Blast, live. Okay, perfect. We should be able to take a Sucker Punch. It'll be close. I think if it's a crit... Okay, live. Oh! All right, that was such an easy. I should have just. I should have gone for a slack off in the event that that happened. So that was an easy read. I got punished for it really heavily. That's fine. Okay. What if I lead mouse hold? What if I do mouse hold Hydregion? With Meowscarada and Skeledirge in the back. Let's lock it in. Mouse, Hydra, Skelly, and Meow. I think this is fine here. We do have to worry about King Gambit. Yeah, I want to know that roll really badly. Because looking at how much Terra Water, like, that was stab. I should have gone for a slack off. Slack off would have won me the game. Or targeting down the King Gambit. Yeah, like, I had to make that. I think the ideal play would have been target the Hydregion, go for a slack off, right? Because that way I guaranteed get rid of that. Don't have to worry about the sucker punch. Then we are in a position where, yeah, so that was me playing suboptimally, but it's fine. We have one more game. I think that Mousehold potentially can be a really pivotal piece depending on what my opponent brings, right? Like if they lead Gardevoir, that'll be huge, right? We can break that Focus Sash right off the bat. As we are going to see, okay, perfect. Gardevoir with the Hydregion. So we can go for the Population Bomb into the Gardevoir, as well as go for a Terra Steel Draco Meteor. I don't even need to Terra. I'm going to Population Bomb into the Gardevoir, as well as go for a Draco Meteor onto the Hydregion, right? This, I think, so let's see, Hydra with Gardevoir, right? So no matter what, whatever's in that Gardevoir slot is going to take a lot of damage. And this is how we stop Trick Room, right? We go for the Population Bomb. We're gonna see the Guard. So I'm guessing that this is gonna be Garchomp. Yeah, we are gonna see Chomp in the back. We are gonna see. Okay, we are gonna see the Terastallization here, which is good, right? You might go for a Heat Wave. So being able to completely not worry about that is gonna be really nice. Also, we should get the knockout anyway with Oh, we're speed tying? That was literally the worst turn that could have happened. That was the worst turn that could have happened. That's so bad. We're gonna do no damage to this Garchomp. Okay, positives. This should put you in range of... Oh, that's so bad. Oh, this is like the worst turn that could have happened. I don't... Do I have to... I think I have to Terrastalize and Flash Cannon into the Gardevoir. That turn... Oh my god, I cannot get over the fact that it was a speed type. I just thought it was slow thing for like the longest time. Okay, so you cannot Terrastalize... You can't... Okay, let's think about this. Right? You cannot Terrastalize your... Flower Trick should KO. You easily can protect. Okay, you're not gonna protect, which I think is fine. All right, this is like very bad. That's super bad. That is horrible. That flinch definitely cost me the game, because Gardevoir's Sash would have been broken. Yeah, Gardevoir's Sash would have been broken. That was also really obvious. It's fine. Okay. I should have, like, it doesn't matter, right? Because of the fact that the Gardevoir... Psychic? Okay, wait. Psychic, where's that going? Into the Skeledirge. This might help us, right? Because Shadow Ball at this point KOs the guard, or brings the Gardevoir down to Sash. We Flower Trick the Garchomp. Torch Song the Gardevoir. Okay, because, no, because you Dazzling Gleam, you bring out King Gambit, and then you, yeah, that flinch, because, right, that flinch means we would have KO'd the Gardevoir, and we would have had our King Gambit, or, our Meowscarada alive. Ugh. That's fine. You also, right, you also can just Terrastalize into a water type. So it doesn't even matter. We also saw previously that +1 doesn't matter. So that's, yeah, we know it's King Gambit in the back. You're just going to Terrastalize into a water type and KO me that way. Oh, well, I think, right, like, what? If I had, let's say I'd slacked off. I don't know. I think it was still over. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but that's fine. I mean, I could have what? I could have doubled up. No, doubling up wouldn't have helped me either. It is what it is. That's fine. Let's just keep rocking and move to the next one.